Hello, and welcome back to another Fishy Plant Man production with me, Fishy Plant Man, as your host. This phalaenopsis, we'll go with it. This phalaenopsis is still down here. Like I said in the last bit of the clip that I did earlier, the spikes are still, good and healthy. I think it's done, but I'm going to give it every chance as the spikes do still look strong and healthy. But the top fell off of it when I moved it. And that's after I noticed the rot, the crown rot taking effect. And the top came off. But I set it down here. I thought, well, I'll let it dry out a little bit. And then I'll be more careful about that water sitting in the bottom. It's probably too late already, but we'll give it every chance. And then back here, this one is why I don't like moving plants. I think it stresses them a little bit, even if you don't realize it. Because as what I was doing, wasn't filming it, but I was doing it, is adjusting these pothos vines. I think it's supposed to be golden pothos. Because they were, hanging down here. Yep, there's the ugly tank. But they were hanging down, and I want them to crawl along this edge. You can see it's almost to the middle. And just crawl all the way around. There's that one. It ends, like I say, right there, right about the middle. And then over here, this one kind of gets a head start because this one starts just almost at the corner. Has to come forward first, then go around the corner. So yeah, it would be probably about halfway or a little further if it didn't have to take that whole side, most of that whole side first. This one gets a head start. It starts here. Doesn't have all of this. And they both go to the left. Well, my left at least. And it goes... It pretty much immediately goes behind the Monstera's makeshift tower here. Comes back behind the phalaenopsis, and it pokes out over here. I guess now, because I did even more work, it's going out toward the wall. But, yep. It's past the midpoint, but it got a head start. And in the process of getting that back there, the phalaenopsis got moved. And because it's just sitting on the gravel to begin with, it, kind of got uprooted. Now, it's touching the side, so it kind of needs to be adjusted again. I want it to grow into the side and make a choice, not be forced to make a choice because all of a sudden it's at the side. But it's doing well. It didn't throw a fit. I just don't like, especially plants that are already stressed, I don't like moving them around. This one I got too. I guess I could take it out of its decorative pot. But if it's got a disease, I don't want it sharing water with anything but the Oh, I forgot a plant's name again. This purpley one, if you know. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and show you the pot. That one. It's kind of sickly as it is. It's just got a few vines. But yeah, I'm putting the water in there. So, if anything, it'll affect that one plant, which I've got starts of that in several places. So, it should be fine. As far as the fish go, we'll take a look. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop the video for a minute and come back. Just in case I wanted to do an edit, it's easier. Be right back. Alright. We're back. Excuse the nasty tank. It's still even got some floaters. But anyway, if we come up here, that is the newest male. And I haven't had time to get the other tank going yet. But there's the one. Come over here. Boy, this is tricky. There's the second male. And I almost don't want to film him, but I'm filming the males. There's a female. There he is. Looking dead inside that little cubby there. He's fine. See, he's moving. That's where he likes to hide out. Being a rock dweller, they do that. And there's the two females. But I really do need to get that other tank going. I just haven't had time the last few days. Back up we go. Other than that, there's not a whole lot new going on. The aloe vera does have a second baby. I guess we'll look. It's not quite the same as mammal babies, but yeah, plant babies are interesting enough. Might as well take a look at these. The two bigger keikis and the third one sticking out the back. Yep. Talk about stress on a plant. And then it's got, it looks like the one is the one doing something in that other mutant thing. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's, where'd the stem go? There it is. Yeah, this is kind of hard angle, but yeah, that thing's sticking out the side there. I don't know what. It's like a hybrid between a spike and a keiki or something. I don't know what it is or what it's doing. Okay. We'll end with the, boy, this is going to be a short video. Even with that other bit. Anyway, we'll go look at the aloe. And here it is, the big aloe. Just can't really get far enough away to show. There's the pup, just about ready to grow roots, I think. And there's a second one coming up at the base. And a blue frog. Other than that, Cheflera's getting a new leaf. Yeah, that's pretty hard to see, isn't it? And the stars of the show, the Thanksgiving cactus, holiday cactuses are doing well. This one, the red one, is doing better with more water. Go figure. Haven't really quite figured out just how much water it likes to not throw a fit, but it's clear that it's more than the other three. Alright. I will talk to you next time. Alright. I don't know where this is going to go in the video, but we've got a case of black rot. Now, I took this plant down to look at it because I'd already lost one leaf, and I noticed seemingly overnight this one had started going. Looking at it closer, I wonder. But anyway, this one seemed pretty much overnight, and that yellow's a little darker on the video than in reality. But it started going. I thought, well, I gotta take it down and look at it. And first, I was peeling off the older leaves, which should have felt like wood. These little bases here, they dry and make it really hard for roots to push out. They should have felt woody, and they were soft. And underneath, it had this black rot. I thought, uh-oh, I may be done with this plant. And when I started moving it, the top fell off. So I didn't cut the top off, it just fell off. And of course this leaf is done for too. It doesn't know it yet, but it certainly is. So yeah, just started going downhill. And I thought, well, why? And I don't think, my first thought was, how could it possibly be a calcium issue? I've got tons and tons of calcium in this water. But that was my first thought. Well, then I picked it up out of the decorative pot, and there was a collection of water down there. I had forgotten at least once to come back and dump the water out of the bottom. And I think it was just too much moisture. Sitting in too much moisture. I just did a video. My pump is acting up. Canister. It's a whole nother thing. About how you can pour all the water you want over, this rock media. And at some point, you're just wasting your energy. But you could do that. You could stand there and pour water over it for 3 hours if you wanted to. But then you do need to let it dry out. Because that water got down there without oxygen. It wasn't aerated in any way. And that, I think, is the majority of what did this. Standing, stagnant water. But I'm going to keep trying. This is probably done. The plant is probably done. I don't see anywhere that gives me hope. But some of these roots are still good. And the spikes are still good. So I'm going to go till the bitter end. Alright. If I don't add anything onto this, I'll see you next time.